guys, what's up? It's Michelle, aka Merlodic Michelle. I am here actually to do um, a question and answer video for my vlog in Japan, and I'm dressed like this because I'm going to the beach soon. So yeah, don't mind that. But so I have well, Julia and I have posted questions for you guys. Well, we asked you guys to provide the questions for my Japan vlog, and we actually received quite a few questions. I wasn't expecting to do this many, but we are actually going to answer 10 questions for my series of vlogs, and I'm really excited to go through all of these. But so the first question I received was, what was the first pic you snapped when landing in Japan? That's kind of hard to answer because I wanted to vlog the whole like flying experience, because I don't I don't fly often. Actually, it was my very first time flying. So I think the first picture I snapped after getting off of the plane was there was this like bamboo, it was like an indoor bamboo forest kind of thing, at the Narita airport, and I will see if I can have Julia insert a picture of it so you guys can see that. But the main thing I remember after getting off of the plane, I did do a video of the wall going down like the escalators at the airport, because it was all Mario Kart, or like, I'm sorry, like Super Mario like themed. I say Mario Kart because I play a lot of Mario Kart. But it said welcome to Japan, and it just had like all the characters like Princess Peach and Mario and everything, and I believe I got a video going down for that. Biggest culture shock. So the biggest culture shock between Japan and America is that the transportation is completely different. So here in America, we use our automobiles and cars and stuff. That's our main mode of transportation. In Japan, walking and trains and subways are the main mode of transportation. So I want to say that public transportation is on a whole nother level over there, and otherwise, pretty much you're walking. I mean, I did see some cars when I was over there, but not that many, especially in like the area that we were staying in Asakusa. And here in America, you see lots of people, mostly on the roads, like, in vehicles. Well, in Japan, you see like just crowds of people walking on the roads, and the the cars have to be very careful when driving through like the alleyways and like even just main roads, because there's just a lot of pedestrians. Favorite convenience store, and I thought it was funny because this person gave me three main main options. Typically seen in Japan, there's 7-Eleven, Lawson's, or Family Mart. I have to say, like, at first I really loved Lawson's. It was just like my favorite place, and everyone else wanted to go to like 7-Eleven or whatever. And then Family Mart really grew on me, mainly because of their steamed pork buns. I'm sorry. Those were really good, and I don't think you could really get those at like 7-Eleven or Lawson's. So I typically went to Family Mart for that, and they had these like curry puffs, like curry corn puffs that were to die for, and I loved them so much. um, how okay. Number 4, how many gotcha capsules did you bring home? So, if you don't know what gotcha capsules are, they are those little plastic balls, like filled with like tiny prizes inside of them. That I mean, we have them here in America, but they're like super big over there. Um, you see them everywhere. They're in like, you know, arcades. They even have like just shops for gotcha machines. Um, and so I came home with, I want to say, at least 10 gotcha capsules. But okay, so in Japan, they're very environmentally minded. So they want you to take out the prize from the plastic container, and then you return them. Um, they usually have bins and stuff for you to like return the plastic capsules so they can like reuse them or repurpose them, whatever. Um, 5. Could you make a video about Esperanto and geisha performance reservations? Yes. I can make a whole different video about what I did to book my geisha makeover and the photography reservations and all that kind of stuff. Also, if you're interested in the geisha stuff, Kyoto is a wonderful place to go for that. That is considered the geisha district of Japan, and I wanted to spend a lot more time in Kyoto. Unfortunately, we only had a week there, but Kyoto was probably my favorite part of the trip. Number 6. I hope I can get through this all because it's getting long. And I don't have a lot of storage on my phone, so. Do you think do you think Japan pigeons speak the same language as USA pigeons? Okay, so if you watched my vlog, um, I filmed the pigeons in Japan because I thought they were super interesting, and they kind of just like so they like walk with you, like they are not afraid of people. um it was really cool to see them actually because they are different from what you would typically see in the US for as far as like pigeons go. They're like a different like type or like different species. Um, the pigeons here are mostly like, gray, kind of dull. But the ones in Japan have really pretty colors. Like they're I can't forget I'm sorry, I can't remember the the word for it. But they're like kind of pearlescent in a way. Like color shifting. Like the feathers on their neck are like they shift from like a really pretty like green color to like a um magenta purpley color. Um I don't know if that makes sense, but it was really cool to see. I'd never seen pigeons like that before. But as far as the languages go, I want to say that I mean, so in Tokyo where I saw most of the pigeons, um, I want to say they're pretty versatile in languages because you know, there's a lot of I can't believe I'm answering this question. There's a lot of tourists in Tokyo, but I don't. I would say maybe the ones that aren't in like the touristy parts of Japan, maybe not, but um okay, moving on. Um number 7. did you end up getting one of the Hanko or like the name stamps? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that word correctly, but I actually did not end up getting one because I by the time I like kind of thought about it, like to go back and get one, it was kind of towards the end of my trip, and I was extremely broke. So, no, I did not end up getting one, unfortunately. But the next time I go to Japan, which I plan on being back eventually, I plan on getting one of those. Number 8, where was your favorite place to eat? Ooh, I wish I had remembered to look this one up. Because I put it in my vlog, but I don't remember the name of it. It was the one where we went to Nico, and there was a restaurant. There was like a cafe sort of restaurant that had like kitty cat robots for the servers, and I really loved the food there. So I had my very first hamburger steak there, and it was really good. And the parfait, like not the lemon, the melon parfait was to die for. So I want to say it was like ka, kasuto, kasuto. I could be completely wrong. Um, but I'll have Julia like put it down like on the screen somewhere. um, Once I look that up completely, because to be fair, so I was there in May and it is now about to be September, so it's been several months and my memory is not the best, so I'll have to look that one up. Number 9, what was your favorite city that you visited? I kind of already answered this a little earlier in the video, but my favorite city was probably Kyoto. And I say Kyoto loosely because while we were in Kyoto, we visited a lot of different other cities. Like Nara. Nara was probably hands down one of my favorite days. I loved seeing the Nara deer, like the Nara Park deer. They were they're just really adorable and sweet, and I got to feed them. Um, and I also visited a 5-story arcade there, and that was really fun. Um, I'm thinking, trying to think if there's any other places that I really liked. Where did we visit? There's Nara. Um, uh, in the Hiroshima area, we visited the Mimijima Island, and that was also like one of my favorite days there as well. So I highly suggest visiting both of those if you do go to Japan. Sorry, it took me a second to like think to remember what other places we went to. We went so many places, you guys. It was so amazing. Um, okay, so my very last question for this video is what was your experience like using a bidet for the first time? uh, Julia's making me answer this question. But so all right, strap in because we're in for a story. So my very first time using a Japanese toilet um, was the first day that we arrived in Asakusa at the Sakura Hostel. Um, they only had a bidet in the common area, and my sensei was getting us all um, like situated with our rooms and everything. So we had a little bit of time to wait, and of course, after being on 20 plus hour flight, I was exhausted and in dire need of using a restroom. um, so I went to the restroom, and I I'm not that great with kanji yet, so all of the instructions, like all the buttons and everything on the bidet was completely in Japanese. There was no English translation. So, I had no idea what any of the buttons did. You guys. So at first I was like, oh no, I'm not gonna like, use that or whatever. But I had to figure out how to flush the toilet. So I ended up pressing one of the wand options instead, and this was like after I had gotten up and like washed my hands and everything. So I was trying to figure out how to flush it, and I pressed one of the wand buttons, and I was like, waiting for it to do something. It took like a couple seconds, and there was just this long rod that extended out like in the bowl, and it started just spraying up water. So I it was just like a sprinkler like system like spraying out of the toilet, and water went everywhere, you guys. Like I like kind of panicked because I was like, "Oh my god, what do I do?" So I grabbed the lid, like the toilet lid, and I threw it down. And I was just like, I was completely soaked. There was water everywhere. I had to clean it up, and I felt extremely embarrassed. So, um, if you're in Japan and you don't know how to use a bidet, I would suggest asking someone if there's no English translation, or get like a translation app on your phone to kind of uh, be able to figure out what buttons do what, because there's a lot of different settings on those things. I will say that after I had gotten used to using them, I I actually really enjoyed using them, and they are very, yes, they are very different, but it's just a lot more like sanitary, and I don't know. I enjoyed using a bidet. What can I say? But yeah, with that, this video is getting a little bit long, so I'm gonna go ahead and end here. But if you guys have more questions, of course, leave them in the comments below, and I will see about doing another video. I will do a video about the Esperanto geisha photo shoot that I did, and give you some more information on that and the geisha district in Kyoto if you would like. Alright, you guys, well, thanks for stopping by and listening to me ramble on about Japan. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the link, ring the bell for notifications, and I will see you guys in the next video. Mwah! Bye!